And typically you see me driving the big trucks and moving a lot of equipment and heavy iron. But today I'm talking about a different type of iron. I got my little 4-year-old holding the phone and food truck. Reason being, what? No, you're probably asking yourself, why did he buy a food truck? Well, my wife wanted one. Pretty much as simple as that. So we bought it, right? But I want to talk to you about the opportunity that you can get with the food truck. They're becoming so popular. There's so many events going on. Bro, I need my cameraman to get it together. Nowadays, the food truck, we used to think of the food truck, or at least I used to think of the food truck as, this little cart thing. But they're becoming so popular. I'm seeing so many requests on Facebook for them at weddings and graduations and birthday parties. Like, why would you want to have it catered when you could just bring the kitchen right to the party, right? It kind of makes sense. And we're seeing, at least in my area, these food truck nights where they're going on these, every night they're at a different spot around the town, and they're capturing that business. Every Friday they're in Providence, and every Monday they're in Warwick, and it creates an opportunity because you're going directly to the customer. I don't have to start a business and hope that the customer comes to me. I'm buying the product, delivering the product, and hoping to have a good outcome because the customer's already there. They already know that they're spending a premium for this product. And I mean, me personally, I love the food trucks. Liam, would you agree? Do you love the food trucks? The food truck night, I mean, it's basically 20 restaurants to choose from. Your kids can run around, so why wouldn't you? So let's talk a little bit about what we got. Yeah, right? Got the flat iron grill, really important. Smash burgers. You can do a lot of different things. We also have 2 fryers. The 2 fryers are important. Why are the 2 fryers important? Because we want to keep the fries separate. That's how you keep your fries tasty. Using good oils like beef tallow and keeping them separate from the chicken and other things. One other thing that also makes us pretty powerful is, and we got to get that tray clean, came with it, but this is the 190 hold tank. The 190 hold allows us to prepare a lot of foods and just hand them out as quickly as possible. One of the last things I'll talk about that I think are so important are the steam tables. The steam table allows you to have a lot of food prepared where you're just grabbing sandwiches real quick and handing them right out the window as quick as possible. $20, thank you. $20, thank you. If I could give you any advice real quick is get a big refrigerator so you're able to stock a lot of product. Make sure you have some type of way to toast your bread. Sometimes when I go to these events and I get nachos, the cheese isn't melted, bread isn't toasted. You want to be able to have that. The other thing is, I'll insert a picture right now, but you want to have some headroom. You want to be able to feel, some of these trucks, I looked at a few before I bought this, and some of these trucks seem to feel a little depressing, quite honestly. When I look at this, it's big, it's roomy, it's bright. When I'm on some of them and my head's hitting the ceiling and I can't really move, it just felt a little depressing to me. The final thing I'll say is, unfortunately, you need 2 fryer-laters. You want to think about production. You want to think about being able to put through as much as possible. Now, a lot of this stuff is 70%, 80% cooked, and we're just flash frying it real quick. We good? We're flash frying it real quick. But the biggest thing is you want to keep those fries separate. Everyone loves a good fry, and if you can keep it separate, you're going to get a much better product. You're going to create a much better brand strength. And the final thing is using a good oil, something like beef tallow. You can really taste the difference.